Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Susan of SD Atelier. Thank you so much for clicking this video. Please, if you have not subscribed, please kindly do so. You can also give it a thumbs up and also share across platforms. In today's tutorial, we'll be making the asymmetric neckline top with kimono sleeve that you saw on the thumbnail. Okay, so to start, I have my fabric folded into 4, like so. I'm going to illustrate how I folded it with this paper. So the first thing I did was to fold into 2, then into 4. So I'm going to start from this edge. Okay, so I drew a line at the edge. Okay, so the edge will be even. Okay, so I also drew a line at the chest area. I have the chest line, then I have the waistline also, and also have the hip line also. Okay, sorry I did this before starting the video. So the next thing now is I'm going to impute the shoulder measurement. That's the center shoulder measurement plus the sleeve, where I want the sleeve to stop. Okay, so for this measurement I have 29 inches. So I'm going to impute it like so on this line. Okay, then because I want to fold the edge, okay, I'll just add like 1.5. I want to fold it and put elastic there, so you can use 1 inch, but I'm going to use 1.5 here. Okay, so now moving to the neck area, so I'm just going to mark 3.5 on the width side, since one side of the neck is going to be wider than the other. So I'll just mark 3.5 inch right now on the width side. Then on the length, I'll just mark 4 inches. Okay, then I'll just use my curve to connect it. Okay, so I'm going to use my French curve to connect the neck area like so. Okay, then right now I'm going to come to where the shoulder plus the sleeve is ending. All right, so the hem there, I'll just come down by 1.5. You can use 1. I want to slope the shoulder. Okay, so then from that point I'll just connect to the neck area with my long ruler. Okay, so now I'm going to move to the waistline. Now on the waistline, I'm going to use the hip measurement. I'll divide the hip measurement by 4. Like for example, I'm using 39, so I'll divide 39 by 4. That's about 9 3/4. Then I'll add some allowance. It depends on how wide I want it or how free I want it. But in this case, I'm going to add 2 inches. That's plus inclusive of the 1/2 inch that I'm going to use to sew. Okay, then I'll come up by 2 inches. That is where my sleeve will end. Okay, then from there I'll just connect. I'll rule. Okay, then I'll connect the shoulder. Okay, I'll connect to the line, so that makes my sleeve. Okay, so now I'll come to the hip line. I'll take the same measurement I have on the waistline now, so I'll just take it, then join it together. Then I'm going to use I can use hand or ruler to curve it. Well, here, let me just use my French curve to curve it in a curve way. Okay, so then after that, now I'm going to take my top measurement. That's the blouse measurement. I want the length to be 25. So I'm just going to take it. Then I'll add 1.5 inch as my hem allowance, because I'm going to put elastic at the bottom also. So I'll just mark it like so, 26.5 total. Then I'll use my ruler to join. Just hope you can see well. The fabric is wide. Okay, all right, so I'm going to cut like so, then cut the neck also. Sorry, I will not cut the neck yet. I will only cut the body. It is later when I open it up that I'll cut the neck. Okay, so I have it cut out. Right now, what I'm going to do, I'll just notch the center. That's the neck area. I'll notch it like so. All right, then I'll also mark the length. Okay, then I'm going to open it up down. Just open it like so. So now, because of the marking, I know where the center neck is. So I'll just use my ruler to rule it like so. Okay, now you know the neck is asymmetric, so it's not the same. The first one I used 3.5, so now I'll first mark the 3.5, then decide how wide I want it. Okay, so from the 3.5 that I mark as the width of the neck, I'll decide how many inches I want to add. But in this case, I'll just use my shoulder measurement. So I'll start from the center, the middle neck. So I'll mark the shoulder measurement, which is 7.5. That means I'm adding like 4 extra. It will be 4 inches wider than the other side of the neck. Okay, so I'll just connect it, and you may make yours, you can make it wider, you can use 5. It depends on how falling you want the neck to be, but this is okay. So I'll just connect it to the center neck like so. Then I'll cut it out. Okay, so after cutting the neck, I went ahead and cut facing for it. What I did was just to trace the neck out on under a fabric. Then I make the length like 4 inches and cut it round. So now the next thing is for me to stitch the shoulders. I'll stitch on the facing like so. Then on the main fabric, I'll stitch the shoulder. Then leave this place open. Then stitch the underarm like so down. Then do the same to the other side. I'll stitch the shoulder, leave the sleeve opening, then stitch down. Okay, so I have it stitched down, then I turn it to the right side also. So now I'm going to take the facing, I'm going to place it on the neck, right side to right side, then I'll just stitch it round on the neck. Okay, to turn the neck, then I'll push it inside. Then the sleeve also, I'm going to hem it 1.5. I'll first put half inside, then fold it by 1 inch, stitch it. I'll do the same to the other sleeve. Then at the hem also, the 1.5 that I left there, I'm going to fold it like so. First half, then 1 inch, then stitch it. Then I'm going to leave a small opening. I'll do the same to the sleeve also. Okay, so I have a stitch the sleeve and the bottom of the blouse, and I left opening at the bottom and also at the sleeve for passing elastic. So now I'm going to measure my arm where I want the sleeve to stop. I'll just measure it. I have 9 inches, so I'm going to reduce 2 from it to make 7. So I'm going to cut the elastic 7 inches. I have it 7 inches here already, so I'm going to use a pin to pass it through the sleeve opening. Okay, I'll just put the pin like that, then insert it like so. Then I'm going to use under pin as a stopper so that the elastic will not go in or into the sleeve. So I'll just pass it round. Okay, so I'm done passing it through. So what I'm going to do now is just to pull it together. I may decide to knot it or to stitch it together. Okay, then I will close the opening. But before then, let me just use my pin to hold it so it will not go back inside. Then for the bottom, I'm going to cut elastic for it. I'm going to use the hip measurement minus 4 inches. I'll use it to cut the elastic. Then also cut 7 inches for the sleeve. Then insert it and come back. Okay, so I'm done with inserting the elastic. This is the hip side, okay, and I went ahead and sealed the opening. I did the same to the sleeves also, okay. Please don't forget to tack down or hem the neckline, okay, the facing at the neckline. Now let me wear or place on my dress form for you to see. And here it is. The next thing for me is just to give it a good press. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and also share. Thank you. Bye for now.